Roxanne.
Tear Bear, tearing up my heart.
You left us on a cliffhanger last week, and I'm sorry. I'm going behind the scenes before we even jump into this episode because, guys, the episode's going to be good and juicy, but you're moving.
I'm moving. You remembered. You can't sneak anything past Tear Bear. Yes, I am moving.
No.
We are moving. We are moving. We are going westward. Is it? No, wait, where's west as we can be?
You're going east. You're moving into the ocean. Wow.
Oh, the island. Okay, so we've made the decision to move to Arizona. Now, I want to just say, California, I love you. Orange County, you've been great. We love it here. But it just makes sense as we go into the new chapter of our family and our life to go ahead and move to Arizona. Now, my family lives there, P.S. And by the way, and I was surprised. Scott was the one who was like, we need to move to Arizona. I was like, what? He lived there before we met for 10 years when I was off galvanizing in Texas. And then we met in Austin, and now he loved it there. We love it here, but we're going to move into a house. Yay. And so I've been decorating, and yeah, it's going to be great. We're excited.
Oh my gosh. So what's your timeline? Like what's this looking like?
Next year. We'll be moving next year. So stay tuned. It will be early next year. We'll be moving. Since this has been a little bit wild right now, I'll be honest, and candid, because I am with y'all. When you're listening to this, I'm probably not in California. I am in Boston because just health reasons for family members. So we're getting on a plane. We decided 2 days ago we got to get home. Scott's from Boston. So we are there, and then we did a one-way ticket. Don't know when we're coming back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, well, and that's, because he's working from home now. So it's not like you have to navigate too many schedules. You can just go and work there.
Right. So we're going to go there and work there. And so we're kind of like, this is going to be an interesting next few months because we'll be there, being there for family. And then we'll kind of see when we come back, and then we got to pack. And I've been trying to sell some things and do all the things. And it's just, it's a season of change in a big way. Yeah.
I'm passing it off to you because I went through my season of change. We are settled.
You're settled.
Your turn.
Settled. You're so domesticated. My turn. But I am really excited about what we're doing. Like the house, we used Havenly, y'all. And if you need my referral code, I can send it to you. But it's an interior design company. And what they do is that they can do it virtually, which is really cool. You send them specs, and like they literally they have a 3D. Have I shown you the 3D of my room? Oh my
gosh, I haven't seen that. Bear. No, but I know you were getting
unacceptable. You should not put up with me. How dare I? I will send it to you. But what's really exciting is they were able to just capture what we wanted. And I don't know how to describe what I wanted necessarily. But as they were asking me questions, I realized I'm like, I want a Barefoot Dreams home.
Yeah. And so
the room.
How expensive is this Barefoot Dreams room?
We're going to do one room at a time, and we're not going to worry about how long it takes. We just want to get it right, so that we love it, because we know that beyond this, we're not going to move again, because it's the Bahamas, right? So it'll be here in the Bahamas. That's the plan, Stan. So I'll send you this picture and you can look at it and you can love it.
I can love it. Got it. Okay. Love it. It's the only exception allowed.
You have one job, Tear Bear. It is to love. No, I think you're going to love it.
I probably will. Where are you sending it? Should I look right now?
Text you. I got to get the picture first.
Okay.
But yes, then you can look at it.
I just got a picture from my dad right now. He's wearing his Halloween sweater.
It's my dad's birthday today.
Happy birthday to your dad,
Jeffrey. A lot of you know Jeffrey because he usually calls during my sessions.
Yeah, that hasn't been happening. Is it because we have been doing them earlier?
I think, although I talked to him before we got on at 5:30. I called him and he's like, Roxanne, what's wrong? I said, Dad, I can't call you in the morning. He's like, I have 15 more minutes on the treadmill because he does the treadmill twice a day. Yes, he does.
Twice a day?
Twice a day, my daddy does to stay fit and all the things.
Wow.
Mhm.
Did you find the picture? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Stop it. That's going to be
Good.
your room.
Yes, isn't it beautiful? Y'all, it's like so
Wait, I
barefoot
thought
and-
you didn't like arches because that mirror is arched and I have been looking for that exact mirror. So please send me that link.
I will send you that link. Okay, but it's the thing. You always say like big art. Like, see how that's a subtle arch?
It is more subtle.
Yeah.
And that's what I was looking for our room. I wanted it more subtle. I didn't want like a full arch.
I'll send it to you.
But
so
I'm on a freeze where we can't buy anything.
I'll send you the link. Don't you worry. So the room is like very barefoot dreamsy. It's a mixture of like, she had two themes, like a gray theme and like a cozy theme. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's like natural woods and just like
Mhm.
kind of natural colors. White, beige. There's a
There's
little
a
olive in
fandelier.
there.
There's a fandelier in there.
That's what that is.
That's a fandelier.
Oh,
I wanna
fandelier.
swing from the fandelier.
Fandelier. Oh God. And are you gonna have a fireplace in your room?
Yes, we're gonna put a fireplace in there.
Sweet.
Good eye, Missy. Good eye.
All right, you guys, we need to get to the juice of the episode.
Oh, I thought that was the juice. More juice.
You said you had some drama to bring up.
There's so much drama going on in the world of network marketing, and I'm not going to name names and do any of that nonsense. But what I will say is this. One, how dare I not give you the names and stuff before the set? We should have like offline, Taryn, so you knew who we're talking. That was rude.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll start guessing.
Yeah. So one thing that's been going on for a bit, which is, my dad was always like, Roxanne, you don't like worship celebrities or worship like, people get into this worship. I mean, let's face it, the Swifties probably worship them some Taylor. That's a good example, right?
Yes.
And
yes,
he's always like, they're just people. One of the things, and you don't realize what is ingrained in you until you are an adult and you're like, oh, that thing is still ingrained in me. And my dad's not there saying it. And I know I love to watch reality TV and stuff, but I don't worship them. Okay. Although I did want to marry JC Chazé, but that was like, we were on the same level from NSYNC. It wasn't like, anyhow, I digress. Here's the thing. There's a lot of worshiping in network marketing.
Mm-hmm. Like
there's
the top
a lot
people.
Yes.
I can see that.
There's a lot of worshiping as the top people, and people start to idolize them. And some of them do tend to get a God complex that can go a little bit wackadoo. I always tell people this, y'all, you and the person who's at the top I'm echoing. Hold, please.
Not to me, but
I can hear it. Okay, then it's better. You and the person at the top are no different. It just means that this was their prom and it's not your prom. Have I ever told you my theory about prom?
No.
I had this theory that came to me, and this is a phrase that I have. So have you ever noticed that there's some people who literally when they were in high school were like prom queen or prom king, they were captain of the cheerleading team, and they looked amazing.
Yes.
That was their prom. And that was actually the best they will ever be, and the best like experience they'll ever have. It was literally them.
Yes.
Their prom.
Yes. Because then when we all move on.
Yes, but they don't.
Yes.
They go downhill. Let's just call it what it is. When I was in my 20s, I had this phrase, this is not my prom, 5 words. Because when I'd be in a moment, even like an exciting moment, like when I was on The Apprentice, I was like on national TV and people were recognizing me everywhere. I was like, is this your prom, Roxanne? No, this is not my prom. There's more greatness for me to go towards.
Mm-hmm.
If you see someone who's at their tippy top and they're doing all the things, it just means that's their prom. It's not your prom, and that is okay. Everyone can be prom queen, but you can't be prom queen of the same thing. It doesn't mean they're better than you. It just means that situation. It doesn't mean that they have figured out the key. It does not mean that the way they did it was the way to do it, or that they're smarter than you or more intelligent than you or better than you. They're not better than you. And we forget that. And I sit here on my hands, which is hard for me to keep my mouth shut. It is. It's not in my human design to keep my mouth shut, but I do. When I see and I observe, or when you come to me and you're talking about this person or that person and how wonderful they are, or they said to do this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because it is what you choose to do, and that is fine with your energy. But what is so interesting is when those people you were worshiping show their true colors. Like, for example, get caught up in a Ponzi scheme and steal a bunch of money from a bunch of y'all. Or, for example, decide to create their own company and try and steal trade secrets or whatever, and totally underhandedly take up the team. Now, I'm not speaking about anyone specifically. I did not name any names. I gave examples, so don't come for me. But my point is, part of the issue is we hand them that power.
Yes, we do.
You decide they're better than you. You decide they're so important. You decide, did so-and-so say this? Oh, then we have to do this. Or, oh my gosh, there's so-and-so. Can I get a picture with you? Can I get your autograph? Can I buy your book? Can I do all these things? And then we're shocked that they're human, or that they are just so money power hungry that they run off and do things. And here's my biggest issue with the shit that they do. When they do this shit, and I am hypothetically speaking about more than one person right here in my examples. So if you think you know one, do you know the other? Anyhow, I digress. When you do this shit, you make us all look bad. You make us look sleazy.
Collectively.
You make us look crummy. You make it look like we don't have any credibility. You literally put egg on our face and dung on our arms. Don't I made that up?
Gross, but I got it. You're right. Collectively, because if we worship 1, 2, or 3 of these top people, they do something bad, we all look bad.
Totally. And that's where we are right now.
This reminds me of like when I was in physical therapy, like our clinic would treat the people who won the 1985 Super Bowl, the Bears or whatever.
The Bears.
And they would come in and the owner of the clinic would be like, you need to treat them extra good. Like, they're the Bears. And I'm like, I'm going to treat them like every other patient, which is good. Like he's not getting any special treatment. He's not getting any extra stretches because he's for the Bears. Like, I don't see people like that. And it's like and I don't super love celebrities either. I get fascinated by them because they look like they live a different life. But you're right. It just leads to demise when we idolize people like that.
Yes. And it's different to like observe, like, what is it like to be like that? And oh my gosh, she's that person. Oh my, or I'm on so-and-so's team. I'm director. I'm 5 down from so-and-so. Who freaking cares?
Who cares?
You know what happens time after time? Thank you, Cyndi Lauper. When people join that big person's, like the top person's team, they get no attention. That person has no time for you. So what did you just go and do? You decided not to join the person who, maybe is not as high in the company, but literally is invested in you. And you join this person so you could say, I'm with so-and-so, and maybe I could breathe the same air. Guess what? The air they're breathing is the same air you are breathing.
And it has toxins in it.
Love how we both went to toxins. Y'all, it is so, I don't even know what to say.
I think it comes like why we do that at times is because we don't feel worthy ourselves. So it's easier to then idolize someone else and like use that person as an example, when in reality, just work on yourself and improving your self-worth.
Wouldn't that be nice? And I think you're right. I know it. Why do we think that? I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer. I know it's going to happen time after time, and these people are going to disappoint us because they're human. Guess what? These people are human, and humans, we make decisions and choices, and they're not always the right ones. Often they're not. Y'all, I'm at a loss.
There it is.
I'm like, did that really happen? And it did.
I am dying to know.
I'd be dying to know too if I were you.
I like have an inkling where I'm like, I wonder, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Don't worry. I will tell you after
Okay.
this. So I guess the point is you're not any better or any worse than anyone else. And that's, that goes for us too. We are not better or worse than anyone else. I'm not better. Taryn's not better. We aren't, and we're not worse. So we have to remember that. And then truly, y'all, you're giving away your power by idolizing these people. And when people get, what is like something about ultimate power, ultimate corruption. What is that thing about power and corruption? And I don't know. Absolute power.
Yes.
Someone's yelling. Y'all are yelling, going, "It's this, Roxanne." You ever listen to a podcast? You're like, that's not right.
And we're like, yes, it is. No. And they're like, we'll get some messages about it.
Corruption. Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
Yes.
Stop giving them that. If you don't care about, if you don't treat them and put them up on this pedestal, then when they do this shit, it does not rock the industry as much. Or they may not do this because they're not given the power to be able to do it.
Right.
And I don't
mind give your power away to them.
Exactly. I don't mind telling you, I saw both of these coming. I'm not kidding. I saw both of these coming. Both of them. Both.
Of course you did.
I know. I did. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna end well. That's not going to end well.
You're like, see right through that one.
Seriously. That's what I've got. I know it's like we gave you the tea without the tea, but I'm not getting, they're sue happy. I'm not getting sued by using their names. So y'all can look it up. Oh, by the way, you could look it up. It is all over the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. With that, don't do that.
Don't be that person. This is not your prom, but your prom is coming, y'all. And your prom doesn't have to be in this company. Just know that. It can be in a million different places.